Now let's take a look at cost push inflation and understanding what it means, okay? This should be by now pretty simple to you, but let's take a look at the basic causes of inflation. This is a little bit of a review. Inflation can be caused by two things: increase in aggregate demand or a decrease in aggregate supply. Price levels go up if there's an increase in demand, demand pull inflation, or a decrease in aggregate supply, which would be cost push inflation. We've already looked at demand pull. Now we're going to look at cost push. Okay. Proper definition. Cost push inflation occurs as a result of a negative supply shock arising from a sudden, often unanticipated increase in the cost of the factors of production. Cost push inflation could result from any of the following: increase in wages, increase in resource costs, increase in energy or transportation costs, an increase in regulation by the government, or an increase in business taxes. Anything that would be systematic, meaning that it would affect all suppliers in an economy, can cause cost push inflation. Okay, I'm just putting in the long run aggregate supply curve. So you get a question and it's like, okay, in a diagram, express cost push inflation. You shut your mind down, you don't think too much, and you go, neoclassical rule of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, done. Now, what happened? Cost push. So costs went up, and as a result of costs going up, there's going to be what? An inward shift of the short run aggregate supply curve to there. So you had SRAS1, SRAS2, those went in. Would it be as a result of a wage increase? Absolutely. Minimum wages would raise costs for all businesses. Could it be the result of an increase in resource costs? Yes, definitely. What about an energy and transportation costs? Would that affect the whole economy? Yes. What about regulation by the government? Would that affect the whole economy? Yes. What about business taxes? Would that affect the whole economy? Yes. And as a result of that, the short-run aggregate supply curves for the entire economy is going to shift inward. And as a result, you're going to end up with a new price-quantity combination of P1, Y2, and that results in inflationary pressure, an increase in inflation, increase in average price level, and a decrease in output, which that's going to lead to unemployment, right? More unemployment, an 8% set of unemployment or increased unemployment, okay? So there you have it. I mean, the cost push inflation is pretty straightforward. You just really have to remember, and I've said this enough, you don't need to say it again probably, but who cares? Here it is. You ready? Don't memorize diagrams. Don't memorize the cost push inflation diagram. What you need to do is memorize two diagrams in macroeconomics: the neoclassical rule of 10, the Keynesian rule of 9, and then move one line, and you got it, okay? You got this. You know this. You've been studying this. You've been taking notes. You've been paying attention. But more importantly, man, you're a human being. And when you're a human being, this stuff just starts to make sense to you as you go through this, because these diagrams, I'm telling you, they're the most giving diagrams in all of economics because there's so many stories there. So many stories. And so congratulations on getting an understanding of cost push inflation. And we'll see you in the next video.